All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the real Joe Fingas show. Don't pay any attention to what Joseph Fingersmith says about me or this show. I don't know what he said today, but he left here and he left here like a whirlwind of chaos. Whirlwind of chaos, anyway. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the real Joe Fingers show right here on the Joe Fingers channel. Subscribe, like, put a comment. I don't care, something like that. But to begin with, I'm going to start with a song from what the indication of the sound crew is that we need a little more music and a lot less rambling. No offense. No offense. I mean, we're going to let, he's good. Fingersmith's good for something. He's good for promoting my brother. And I heard he promoted the t-shirt. So that's good. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. They hibernate below freezing. Yes, they do. And they live to be 1,000,000 years old. They were around before the dinosaur. They're around before the dinosaur. They breed faster than the rabbits. See, there's one on the floor there. We're around before the dinosaur. Oh, cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. They hibernate below freezing and they live to be 1,000,000 years old. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. They live under the fridge. They get a tan in the microwave. Cardboard boxes are their cribs, and the toilet bowls are their graves. Oh, cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. They hibernate below freezing, and they live to be. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. They'll be around when we're gone. Someone said, I hear that. One day the world will belong to the cockroach and the rat. I won't talk about rats, but cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. They live to be 1,000,000. Wait a minute, that's wrong. They hibernate below freezing. Yeah. And they live to be 1,000,000 years old. I'm going to get this right. They hibernate below freezing and they live to be 1,000,000 years old. Let's do it one more time. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. They hibernate below freezing and they live to be 1,000,000 years old. There we go. They hibernate below freezing and they live to be 1,000,000 years. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. Oh, they hibernate below freezing and they live to be 1,000,000 years. Cockroaches don't come out when it's cold. Right there, we got this. We got the turnaround figured out right here today on this YouTube cast. Whatever you call a YouTube cast. I'm going to call it the YouTube cast. The YouTube show, the real Joe Fingas YouTube show. So what's happening with you all today? Well, let's have a conversation. If you can't comment about the show, put a comment as far as part of the conversation. Something you want to talk about. I don't know. We're trying to get this thing together. I've never done anything like this before. I know. You can tell, right? Okay. You can tell. You can tell. But I've had this revelation, this epiphany. I'm going to switch over here to I got this WordPress thing. Joe Fingas at WordPress.com. I got some things. I woke up. I was listening to a podcast. I listened to podcasts. And one day I woke up and I turned on this podcast. And there was this guy. He was talking to this other guy on the podcast thing. How about that? The podcast thing. And he said something that woke me up. And he's some dude named, I'm going to explain in what I wrote on my WordPress site. And but he said something. Do it now. Do it right fucking now. This is Chip Wilson. And I'll try to explain who he is, even though I'm not quite sure who he is. I was listening to a podcast today. Tim Ferriss was interviewing some guy by the name of Chip Wilson. I never heard of him, but apparently he's some kind of entrepreneurial big shot. His story was interesting. At the end of the interview, Mr. Ferriss asked his guest, if you were able to jump into a time machine and travel back to meet face to face with your 16-year-old self, what advice would you give him? Chip Wilson's immediate response was, do it now. Do it right fucking now. I posted the quote on my Facebook page. I'm writing this blog entry because the dude inspired me to action. I'm not 16 anymore, but I've stopped doing now all the stuff I want to do. Like write every day the way I used to write every day. The stuff most important to me, I no longer committed to the permanent record. I'm afraid my words will hurt me. I'm afraid they will harm others too. Shame, sorrow, laziness, and the malaise of age is the stuff of literature, but it requires a thick skin and a certain type of courage to present these thoughts and stories to the world. And I used to be fearless when it came to putting truth to page, but lately I've become a coward, gutless, until fucking now. How about that? And yesterday I tried to make good on that promise. And isn't it kind of interesting? Every little thing got in the way of me making progress. But I think I did make progress. I think I did make some progress in the writing area. I wrote another post. I'll probably put that up later on. If I continue writing, I'm going to share the Joe Fingas at WordPress.com thing right where my PayPal thing is. If you guys want to buy a t-shirt, I had a t-shirt here. I sold it. I sold this t-shirt already. I sold it. I had this T-shirt here to show everybody on the YouTube, and I sold it just like that. Just like that. There's the sound guy here, and another person, and me, and they said, "Hey, I want that shirt," and they bought it. They bought it for $20 right there, cash in hand. Put it in my pocket. They put it on the shirt. It was great. They said they're going to take a selfie and post it on Facebook or whatever. I'll let you know if that happens. Anybody who's got a Joe Fingas shirt, take a picture, post it, take a selfie, post it on Facebook. What's that? What's that? And tag me in it. See, I got these voices talking to me. I always had them all my life, talking to me, telling me what to do. I'm going to make the vow. I'm going to do it right fucking now. I'm going to start listening to what the voices in my head tell me. So, if you take a selfie of the Joe Fingas shirt, tag me, Joe Fingas or Joe Fuller, because I'm on Joseph John Fuller on Facebook, or Joe Fingas is on Facebook too. Both of us. Both of us. Both of us in the same person. Here I am. But anyway, so tag me on it. Make a comment. If you want to buy a Finga Fire shirt, I didn't bring them. Finga, Finga, Faya, Fire, Finga Fire. It's our band. It's a beautiful shirt. They call that color red. It doesn't look red to me. It looks like a combination of, it's kind of a pinkish thing to me, but that's how I see colors. But with the dark letters in a hands on a piano kind of thing. That's the illustration. I think I said before, our head MC, Pina, his daughter, Shawana Pina, she is a great artist and did the T-shirt. And I'm looking at all these cameras. If it looks like I'm looking at, my eyes are, rolling around, and you are watching that TV show Lie to Me, and it's an indication that I'm lying to you. It's not. I'm trying to look both the cameras, all three cameras in the eye. It's a good thing they have one eye. But there's three one-eyed cameras looking at me. I'm trying to look back at them. And there's a mirror right here. I didn't notice that. Next thing you know, I'm going to be looking at myself in the mirror, asking, where's the fairest of them all? Because it's not there. But anyway, so here I am trying to do it right now. Do it right now. I got up to do it. I made this commitment to do it right now. And what happens? Everybody, I become the most popular guy in the world on the phone. I haven't learned how to turn off my phone. I haven't learned how to get off of the Facebook, obviously. Even when I want to, I don't know how to get off of it. It's awful. But it's not that bad, except when I'm trying to talk to people like I'm doing now. But anyway, so Finga Fire, we were able to participate in the regional, international, the regional version, the regional blues challenge to select a person or a representative to go to International Blues Challenge in Memphis, Tennessee, and it was really cool. We didn't quote. It's not like I've done this several times. I've been to Memphis a few times actually too. I was selected once with the band that was selected to represent every January, February around there. They have representatives that go there. Not last year because of COVID, but this year the plan is right now. So everybody stay safe just so you can go to the Memphis, to the Blues Challenge. If you can't do it for any other reason, just do that. Put on your mask. I hope you're vaccinated. I'm not telling you what to do. It's a suggestion. I know people don't like to be told what to do. I don't have my mask on right now, even though there's these three eyes staring at me, and it's less than 6 feet away. I'm not wearing it. I'm taking a chance. I've been vaccinated. Somebody's going to say, well, it's just you in the room. But these are my best friends right here. They're not afraid to show you the truth about me. I'm not afraid with them to be honest with you. So I'm not making a judgment. I just know the only way I know how to be safe is to get vaccinated and wear a mask when I'm around people who have two eyes. or people who look like human beings, because not every human being has two eyes. And I don't mean, see, I'm worried. Always worried about offending people. You know? I'm not worried about offending cameras, though. I do it all the time. Every time a camera looks at me, it's an offense. Some thinks it's a misdemeanor, some thinks it's a felony. Depends on the camera and the quality of their life, the camera's life. But anyway, we're at the challenge, and it's not about winning. I've been there. Memphis is really cool to go to. I was a representative once with a band and 3 times as the solo representative. I didn't get anywhere there, except I made a lot of friends, had a good time, and I played the blues, baby, because the blues is the blues. And these guys here at the regional challenge, great players. The winners, Max McCann Band from Santa Rosa Beach, and Cat Daddy Duo. They won the duo solo category. If you want to look them up, Cat Daddy Duo or Cat Daddy and the Max McCann Band. I think it's MAXMCCANN. I think that's how you spell it. I'm not sure. And it might not even be McCann, but that's how I say it. But they were excellent. They were excellent people and an excellent band. Yeah. And so I'm going to play a song that I didn't get to play there. It's a song I played here before. I think I played it here before. I'm not sure. But if I didn't play it here before, it's going to be a song you hadn't heard before. No, I don't know if I played this one before. But I like it. I think I played it. But I was going to play this. I come down to Florida, 77 was the year. Oh, I come down to Florida, yeah, Florida, 77 was the year. I said goodbye, California, I'm gonna stay right here. I left the Golden State, a little trouble with the law. Left the Golden State, a little trouble with the law. That's right. Stuck out my thumb, I hopped the freight. Blue sky freedom's all I saw. I walked the beach all day, at night I slept between the dunes. I walked the beach all day, at night I slept between the dunes. Heaven on earth is what I say, between the sun, the stars, and moon. I turn myself in, I beg for mercy from the court. Turn myself in, I beg for mercy from the court. The incompetent prosecution said we got nothing to lucky stars that night. You know they said it's not too late. Thank my lucky stars that night. You know they said it's not too late. You come this far to make it right. Right here in the, oh, I made a mistake. I put the brass section on the bass section. Real time, baby, real time. Real time screw ups. Real time screw ups. How about that? I had on the bass section. I'm going to solve this problem. I know how to solve this problem. This is a newfangled keyboard, and I've been remiss. I'm glad I can pronounce words better than Joseph Fingas. I heard he botched things up. I got a confession to make. I actually listened to it. And he botched up all kinds of words. I'm surprised he said irrelevant instead of irrelevant, which he usually does. Yeah, but now we're going to get this fixed. So I messed up too, so I can not be so critical. I've got to learn how to not be so critical. But I was thinking of a story to tell before I messed everything up with the, I don't really feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it. I make mistakes. I've learned that I make mistakes, you know? I mean, I lost out on tips because I made mistakes. I make mistakes every day playing in my live gigs. People notice them too. And they let me know that I made a mistake. And I say, thank you for letting me know. I will work my best. I will do my best to improve. And I feel like, you know, like a kid talking to his fourth grade teacher when he says, Joey, you could do better than that. And I said, yes, Mrs. Meadows, I can do better than that, and I will. I will show you. Thank you for the encouragement. And then they leave, and I put my head back on the desk because I wasn't going to do nothing anyway. Yeah. I was going to read something here. Oh, okay. Well, I have a song. I'm going to check this off right here. I'm going to put a star on it. Put a star on this song. I got to do this song for you next week. I got to go over the music. But it's inspired by a quote from a person who is a pugilist, a fighter. And that person said something a long time ago. Oh, cool. This is supposed to be a song, but I'm going to read it as a poem. It's called The Alley. This is a true story. This is true. I remember the alley in Ogden, Utah. It was there that I almost lost my life. When I slipped after punching a guy in the jaw because he cornered me and pulled a knife. Yeah, I fell on the ice-covered ground. He picked me up by my hair and wrapped his arm around my neck and pressed hard on my windpipe. I couldn't breathe. It formed a perfect seal. There was nary a leak. I didn't give a good goddamn. He banged my head against the wall and yelled, listen, when I speak, motherfucker, don't you know who I am? I thought a long time ago in school you gave me shit, called me a fool. Now all you're going to do is cause my mother grief. But she'll be the only one who will care if I die. Those were my last thoughts, and I don't know why. Before that it was, I should have cut my hair before it got long, because then he could not have gotten a hold of me, no matter how strong. He's such a dumb SOB. I wonder what he's going to do with me. I mean, my dead body, once my spirit's up and gone. Then out of nowhere came this drunken, squeaky geek. He tried to talk to me, but I couldn't speak. He knew the man with the upper hand because he said, "Gary, you've got to stop. You're going to kill him, Gary." I thought my head was going to pop. Ain't it funny how things slow down when oxygen can't get to the brain? And I don't feel bad flailing around in the gravel, snow, ice, and rain. And I thought, this is all the life I have left to live. Then I heard these words, "Only if he gives." It sounded too much like good old days when kids fought fair and there was hell to pay. If one kid didn't listen to the other kids, no mas. Then the fight might be won, but all respect was lost, and I knew it wasn't that way anymore. Not here in the alley behind the barroom door. So I thought I was hearing things. I heard it again, and I thought, no way. And besides, I made up my mind. It's my time to die today. I don't want to see myself as the young man who gave in, and I don't want to be around to hear the sound of him saying, "I win." And the thought came to me with one more splay of my feet. Just because I say give don't mean I've got to give. I can cheat. So I tapped out 15 times before he let me fall. And then I jumped up and kicked him, aiming for his balls. I missed the mark, but put a shoe print on his thigh. He was out of there so fast he didn't even say goodbye. I chased him to his car because it was the right thing to do. He peeled out shouting, "Brother, I'm too much for you." Over the years, I picture him raising up a glass, telling his sweet grandchildren I kicked a hippie's ass. And my hero is the drunkard begging Gary to let me live. That night in the alley where I learned to say, "I give." It was one of the best lessons of my life. Just because I said I give doesn't mean I give. I can cheat. You know how many times I've done that since? So many times I don't want to talk about it. So many times. And this is being recorded for posterity. Or posterity, not posterity. I don't know, posterity. Recorded for posterity. There, the curse of Fingersmith. The curse of Fingersmith is getting me. I'm stumbling over my words. Posterity. You know, somebody, I know nobody's listening now, but that Gary guy, he might listen in one day. Who knows if he's still alive. His grandchildren might listen in one day if he's still alive. And then he come knocking on my door saying, "I can kick any man's ass in this house. I'll be the only man in the house." You know? And, you know, with my luck, I'd swing, I'd hit him once, and then I'd slip on the ice in Florida, on the icy ground in Florida, my icy floor in Florida, because of the air conditioning, depositing ice on the floor, I guess. And then the same thing will happen over and over. But this time he won't take my word for it. This time he'll choke me. He'll choke me out. I'll tap out, but he'll do it. There won't be a referee there. I'll say, "Where's the squeaky geek? The squeaky geek, where'd he go?" And he said, "Oh, that loser, he found a good woman and left me." Got up early. Worried I'd be late. Scheduled for 9:30. Got up before 8. Almost 2 hours to kill sitting in my car. Could take a nap, I will, or a swig from the jar. But I don't drink. Been quit for some time. But I didn't want to think too hard for the rhyme. Yeah, I go for what's easy this early in the day. Doesn't take much to please me. Always been that way. Now I'm getting sleepy. Going to close my eyes and take a nap to keep me rested from my early rise. The sun is up and me, I'm sinking low. No more coffee in my cup. 90 minutes to go. Hope I hear the alarm. I sit loud on my phone and get that shot in my arm and all clear to go home. 'Cause the dogs need to be fed and the bills need to be paid and I need to get back to bed. Turn off the light and pull the shade. And I did that on April 16th. 2021. I guess I got my second COVID shot then. I got my shot. I'm bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. So at the beginning of this, I was wearing a mask. And this is just my story. And it's not about a person calling me a fool. I know I'm a fool. The guy came up and said, "You wearing a mask? You know you don't need to wear a mask." He did say that. He said that to me. People feel free to say anything they want to me. He wasn't mean about it. He just wanted to inform me that I didn't need to wear a mask. And I said, "No, I need to wear a mask." And he said, "Really? Really? You believe that? You believe that propaganda?" And I don't believe anything other than what my sense tells me to do. But I didn't tell him that. Here's what I told him. I said, "No, I wear a mask means more people wear masks. Who do you think came up with this idea? I'm making a fortune." And he quit talking to me after that. He didn't tell me what to do because I'm making a fortune. I came up with the mask idea. Okay. I'm practicing taking, a little chance. But that's a true story, too. It's kind of fun to do that. It's like one day when I was playing a gig, a long time ago, at some place, I won't say where it is. And because some of my stories, I don't really, know if, like I took a chance with this mask thing. I mean, I don't make any commentary about masks on Facebook or social media, but now here I am telling you a story on YouTube. I mean, I don't tell anybody to put one on. I don't tell anyone to take one off. I don't do any of that. But I'm always, here's the thing, if I just do it, just effing do it. Do it now, do it effing now. I mean, those are supposed to be the words I live by. So it just came to my mind, that little story. And this story comes to my mind. The guy at the time, this was a while ago. So he's probably about the same age as I am now. He might have been a little older. He looked a little older than I am now. He looked like to be in his late 70s, I'd say. And even though you might think I look like I'm in my late 70s now, I'm not. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I might be older than that. I might be 105. I don't know. And I really don't know how old I am. But so this guy, he looked older than me, and he was setting up for an art festival that was there in the complex. And I was playing. He was listening to me. And he says, he come up to me. This is how people are with me. I really, really like the fact that they do this. He came up to me and he says, something tells me that you're pretty good at what you do, but I really can't stand your music. And I said, "Okay, you're preaching to the choir." And he said, "What?" I said, "Really, I don't like it that much either. I don't like my music that much either." He looks at me, he says, "Then why are you playing here?" I said, "'Cause they asked me to play here, and they're paying me to play here. So it doesn't matter how much I can't stand my music. If they're going to pay me, I'm going to play." And he looked at me and he was very confused. He said he was confused. He says, "I'm confused." I said, "Why? Because I'm going to play?" He said, "No, that somebody would think that badly about themselves and their talent." I said, "Man, I just know the truth." And I left. It's like one time at the same place, probably around the same time. She was a very nice woman. It was raining, and I was taking my equipment to the bandstand. She had an umbrella, and she was going somewhere else, but she says, "I'm going to stop here at this restaurant, but you can share my umbrella with me." And that was very nice. She says, "I'm not flirting with you or anything." I said, "Believe me, I know that." That doesn't happen. Flirting with me doesn't happen. And so there, proper humility right there, not overreading the situation. And so just before she left, she said, maybe I'll stop by and listen. I said, yeah, okay. And she says, what kind of music do you play? I said, shitty music. Play shitty music. Because that was the consensus at the time. She looked at me. She said, I might stop by anyway. She didn't. Sometimes I just get that way. And I want to be able to get that way here on the video. I'm working up to it. I want to be able to get that way on the video. I want to be able to just be free to communicate with the three eyes in front of me and the mirror. I want to be able to look myself in the mirror and say I was honest and truthful today. I'm going to do it right now. I'm being honest and truthful today. I mean, in my opinion, I'm subpar today. In my opinion, I could do much better today. In my opinion, I feel no need to apologize, though, for being subpar and inadequate. Because I'm just telling the truth. I'm not telling the truth about... Here's what I like. Here's what I've learned to do in my 105 years on this earth. This is what I've learned to do. Is like, turn that criticism towards myself. Be hard on me. Have a sense of humor. Self-deprecation. I mean, I don't know if I can offend... I offended that old man. I don't understand why I offended that old man who's 20 years younger than me. I don't know how I offended him by saying I agree with your opinion of me. I don't know how I offended him, but I found out that most people, they can't say anything if I'm talking about myself. If I say I'm inadequate, they go, no, you're not. They might say that, but it doesn't really offend them or hurt them, And I know I am. I know it's not a big deal. I live with it fine. I've had a long and glorious life. I expect to live longer and a more glorious life. I'm going to celebrate my flaws, my inadequacy. That's what I'm here for. I'm lazy. I don't prepare. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to be an inspiration to all other people. That's why I wrote Procrastinating. I've played that before, I know. I might not play it. I might do something really inadequate. Look at some of these words and make up some more crummy music for it. How about that? You guys excited for that, I would say. I'm going to find something I can read with bigger letters, and then we're going to get with it. I think I was going to tell some other stories, but I think I stopped in the middle of it. Oh, actually, this song's too good to do, so I'm not going to do that one. I'll do it later. I promise every week I'm going to have this more rehearsed and more nuanced and more linear. But so far, I've let you all down. Oh, yeah. But this one other song, there's two songs I'm going to do that I'm going to rehearse. I'm going to have it down. Because I was telling Sean Williams, the guy who makes all this nice stuff, he does such a nice job to make me look better than I look. Believe me, I don't look this good. However good you think I'm looking today, even if you're thinking I'm not looking so hot, I don't look that good in real life. But I'm doing this because I show up, I suit up, I think that's enough. I mean, the preparation beforehand, not so much. Okay, this would be an easy one to just mess around with. make sure this is on base. I don't want to make the same mistake. I caught myself. Now I wanted to make the same mistake twice. First time ever, ladies and gentlemen, that I prevented a snafu. I'm so tired of being poor. Don't want to live this way no more. Counting pennies hand to mouth. I'm just living here till they throw me out. I gotta keep going, I can't quit. But I'm so tired of feeling like this. I don't like it one bit. I'm so tired of shutting my mouth. I'm being told I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I know just as much as them. Tell me over and over again. I thought we had a right to disagree. In this home of the brave and the land of the free. Doesn't work for me, just make me sad. The older I get, I can see most folks got no time for people like me. Oh, I can't yell and scream, jump up and down, get thrown in jail, get run out of town. But it won't make no difference. So I'm so tired of getting mad. Playing the game, thinking things will be different, but they're always the same. Climbing the ladder, up till I'm stuck to the bottom, just like gum under a shoe. Head above water, just past the nose. I'm drowning, I'm drowning. My eyes are starting to close. So tired of living. Tell me what is the use? Giving it all to the man all my life, all my juice. To the marrow is sucked out of every single bone. Once I'm spent, I'll be forgotten and alone. Be considered a burden, a nuisance, a pest. Since it's been that way since the day I was kicked out of the nest. So tired of trying to please. Folks who treat me like I'm a disease. All my time is short, so for the rest of my days I'm gonna live my life doing things my way. I'm gonna be alright. I know that's true. I'm gonna be alright. Yeah, I know that's true. And when I say my prayers every night, I say, I hope it happens for you. Man, I was getting all depressed. I didn't know that little turnaround happened there. Went from down and out, I hate the man, to I'm going to be all right, and so are you. Ain't it funny how things happen that way? And I am going to be all right, and so are you. I'm standing on a step ladder, too flimsy for my weight. If I fall, it doesn't matter. A 3-foot drop will cast my fate. Fit or broken, live or die, your guess is good as mine. If I make it, I'm gonna lie, just like most folks most of the time. There are no guarantees, no, not for you and me's. But with hard work and a little luck, a bit of good life we can taste before all thrown out as waste and hauled off by the metaphysical garbage truck. This was during a time, I guess I was bummed out. But, you know, I still have hope. The end. It's going to be good for you and me. I'm just going to do things the way you want to do them, man. These are all song lyrics, but I don't want to waste my time or yours making up the music. One day we're going to just take a song from scratch and, really work it up with some serious music. Not just this hodgepodge, rolling with the punches, kind of seat of your pants, kind of tried and true blues progression kind of stuff. Not that Not that I don't like that. I love it, man. Just like this. I can do that all day. That's why I got into music, is just do that stuff. I could do that. I could do that for hours, just like that. That's probably why that guy said, I'm sure you're very good at what you do, but I can't quite stand it. Because I was probably doing something like that. I could do it all the time, just make up stuff like, I could do this all the time, make it all up. I can do it all the time, pour some coffee in your cup. Get yourself a little pipe and raise it to a dog. I'll still be here, like a bump on a log. A log that plays a piano like this. One chord, that's all I need. It's the grist of my musical fabric, my musical clay. Come on now, people, won't you try it for a day, and you'll like it. And you'll like it. Even if you don't like it, you'll like it. Well, that made me think of something. I haven't always been the fine, upstanding man you see today. One day, a long time ago, in a land called California, around the same time Richard Pryor burned himself up, making freebase, I was invited to a party where they were making freebase. And which was usually something I couldn't afford. I mean, I was doing stuff at the time. I don't do it anymore, but I was doing stuff at the time. And it was more methamphetamines and booze and weed and stuff like that. But, and meth. I mean, meth kept me drinking. I mean, I do meth to keep me going. I wasn't a big meth head, but I did enough meth to keep me moving for days and days. God, it's true confessions time. So, but there was one period where I didn't have to spend the money, and I had access to some freebase because of a party. And man, from the very beginning, I said, I hate this stuff. I hate this stuff. I hate this stuff. And much like this, that freebase stuff, you know I hate it. Something I can't relate it to anything good. And 3 days later, I'm saying the same thing. I'm in that kitchen. I hear every whistle blow and every bell ring. I'm wide awake, to say the least. And I'm confessing like I'm confessing to a priest. I hate this shit. I hate this shit. I hate this shit. But I can't stop. It was amazing. Now, I like playing the piano a lot better than I like doing freebase. But it was the stuff I hated and I couldn't stop doing. Story of my life. So this is a song I'm going to dedicate to freebase. It's called I Owe You Nothing. If I'd have known when I was a youngin' that life was going to be so hard, I would have spent my childhood digging my own grave in somebody's backyard. Now I know some folks got it worse. Some folks got it worse, much worse than me. Trails of tears, pain, blood, and sorrow. Someday I pray we will all be free. Why not today? Somebody asked me. Why not today be the day it's gone? Whatever it is no longer plagues you, and you'll be happy from now on. Well, I command you, Satan, to be cast from my body and mind. I made you no bargain for my soul and spirit. I owe you nothing, no ties that bind. And on that day, my trouble left me, though it still knocks upon my door. When it does, I just sit in silence, 'cause I don't let trouble in no more. I thought this was going to be a sad song, 'cause when it started, I was sad. But then my mood had changed direction, made it one of the best days I've ever had. Well, I command you, Satan, to be cast from my body and mind. I made you no bargain for my soul and spirit. I owe you nothing, no ties that bind, no ties that bind. I owe you nothing, I owe you nothing. Wow, how cool. How cool, how cool. Wow, okay. I don't know what this is. I'm going to learn the music on this one. I'm just going through some, you know, winding down kind of readings. And then we'll close out with a big rave up. Maybe. This deserves some music, I think. It's a lot of words. It's going to be a magnum opus. Or a Hey, Satan! I thought I commanded you out of here. I thought I wasn't going to answer the door. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't Satan. It was Jim. I was confused for a minute. But Jim is an excellent dancer. I'm going to dedicate this song to Jim. I wish you would have told me from the start, on that first day of school, that it didn't matter all that much, that my job was to be your fool. My job was to do your bidding, be homage and tax to the machine. I didn't say you must be kidding. I didn't ask, what do you mean? All my life dedicated to this bullshit just to get old and wash it down the drain. And when I ask you what the hell is going on, you say, fuck you, I don't have to explain. You don't even try to watch your language, talking down to a punk like me. I wish you would have told me in the beginning, this is the way it's going to be. When I was young, I believed you believed it, so convincing was your deceit that I couldn't wait to recite and repeat it. But I bought in but never asked receipt, 'cause I thought being a faithful disciple was proof enough of my loyalty. But I found out I was mistaken when you took everything from me. Body, heart, mind, and soul. I gave them up without a fight, except once I tried to argue and you said, shut up, you know I'm right. On that day I understood you never cared for me. You just wanted another soldier, home of the brave, land of the free. Today I can't find the words to say what I want to say, other than I know you killed my brothers, though I'm sure you don't see it that way. One on his deathbed said, I just can't take it no more. I don't really want to die, but what am I living for? The other, he was just worn out from betrayal and abuse. He knew I didn't want him to go, but the good Lord said, what's the use? I told you once you had to go back, that your work it wasn't done, but it was me not facing facts. My bad. Welcome home, my son. Bad news, it comes in bunches. Trouble at our door. What are we going to do? Any hunches? What is all this for? Where do I find meaning? I've got to make my own? My mama brought me into this world, but you say I'm going out alone? You say you can't tell me what to do, yet you give me little choice? You say I ought to not pay attention to my still calm inner voice? 'Cause we're all going to hell in a handbasket. I got 2 of them in my car. If I can't find them under all the garbage, I'll give you one. Yeah, here you are. There's no moral to my story. I have nothing to sell, and my only pitch is life is a motherfucker, and don't let any son of a bitch tell you different or sell you a lie less profane than the truth. Sure, you're going to suffer, and all your love's in vain, but in the end, the Beatles said it better than me, I must admit. So I will paraphrase after giving credit. The love you give will be the love you get. So this strut and fret will be for naught, and science will say, I told you so, and dead to rights will all be caught and given our last orders to go, be placed in a basket 6 feet in the dirt, or burned to ashes. You think it hurts? I know we'll be dead. I know that for real. But it's still hard to imagine how nothing will feel. And it's hard to imagine how nothing I'll be once the body's disappeared. The corpse that used to be me, unless the soul is something more than the brain, something beyond our scope, our ability to explain. I'm not arguing with our teachers. They're smarter than me. And if they're not smarter, they still have that degree. And I'll wear a mask and I'll take the vaccine because I don't want to get sick if I don't have to be sick. And it won't be my fault if others don't test out clean. And the question of spirit still rings in my head. It doesn't sound like a cell phone, more like a landline instead. I don't want to answer because I don't want to know. I'm an excellent dancer when I let it all go. An excellent dancer when I let it all go. I'm an excellent dancer when I let it all go. And so are you. And I think I should tell Joseph Fingersmith, move over. Let the real preacher preach. Subscribe, people. Like me. Put some likes down there. Comment. Preach your sermon to me in the comments. Buy a shirt, $20. Make a donation to the guy who talks too much. Thank you very much. Have a great day.